Are you generally finding that the properties that are on Zillow for, let's say, 100 days, there's a reason they're still on Zillow for 100 days? It's like either the owner's not negotiating on price, or it's just there's foundation issues that aren't in the description or something like that.
So there's always a reason why it's on there. Either asking too much work for it, like how much you're going to pay. There's too much work into it. All those different things. But honestly, for me, that doesn't deter me for putting in offers. Maybe there hasn't been a good investor that looked at it in a right way that we would look at it, to put money into it, get the price down lower so we can afford, or have the seller pay for those repairs, things like that. So it absolutely doesn't deter me at all if a property is, in fact, I'm like, ooh, it's been on the market for a while. At least I'll put an offer. Who knows? Maybe they haven't got an offer in a long time because nobody wants to. Well, I'm an investor. I'm going to go ahead and put an offer.
If you're talking to the seller agent, go ahead and ask them if an inspection's been done and see if you can get a copy. I've had them sent to me and I didn't have to pay for them, but I got to see them, especially in like areas like Maple Heights, Ohio, Cleveland area where you have point of sale violations. If that's been ordered, don't order it again. That's money. You should be able to just ask for it and get it.
I have one question. William, how did you get a 0 down on a wholesale property?
Basically, there was a realtor in my area that normally he would have handled this deal himself, but he has enough things going on where he didn't want to add one more thing to have to handle, like a rehab. And this is almost a gut rehab. Like, it's close. Mm-hmm. Like, I've filled a 40-yard and a 20-yard dumpster. If you know how big those things are, they're massive. So he didn't want to deal with it, but the price was like 80 to 84,000, somewhere around there. I had to put a little earnest money down, but that doesn't count as a down payment because you get that back. And basically, word of mouth got around, and I talk to people all the time, and realtors have started to know my name the last year or so.
Basically talking to the seller and figuring out how we can get this done. So it's being creative and asking questions, seeing what they want, what they have, and what they need, and then just presenting offers. Hey, how about this? This is an idea that we have. This is a great way that we've done in the past, or that we know of, that we can help you out. So it really just is the asking questions of the seller, coming to a negotiation and coming to terms with it.
If you're looking at different areas in different states, are you contacting like mortgage brokers in each state, basically?
Yes. Yeah, each state is different. Now, you might have a mortgage broker that does like 3 or 4 states because of their location. But yeah, every state is going to have a different mortgage broker, or a mortgage broker is only licensed in a specific state unless they get multiple. So just call around to each state unless you know somebody that does multiple states.
The property that I just finished purchasing, it was under a month like lease. It was like tenant occupied a month. And part of the contract, the purchase agreement, was that the tenant was going to re-sign, and so they did. However, the slight situation that I have is, after going through the entire purchase, I asked for like the records of like the tenant paying, and they do pay like rent late every single month.
Why do you want to kick them out?
Well, I'm saying, like, if I were to go the route of kicking them out for paying late, or for like not paying.
I get it, but if they're paying every month, okay, I wouldn't kick them out. I have a tenant that literally pays late every single month and pays a late fee. I don't know why, but that's what they do. I just figure, okay, as long as they're keeping up every single month, that's just extra money in my pocket just for waiting. But if they're paying every single month, there's no reason to kick them out, in my opinion. And here's the thing. You can't kick them out. They keep paying the rent on time. But if they're paying the rent, paid in full, and they're not, like, by the time you get through an eviction, or to an eviction, talk to the judge, hey, have they paid? Yes, they paid. Well, we still want them out. It doesn't matter. They paid. You got to keep them in there. Now, the only way that you can, if you want to get rid of them, if the lease is up, then you say, hey, here's a 90-day, 30-day notice to vacate. Then they can't stay. They have to move out.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I would probably go the route of staying them. But so I have a call tomorrow with the property manager. Well, 2 things. First, I try negotiating the late rent fee, whatever it's called. And the property management company, they did not budge. This is before I even signed with them. I was like, hey, we need to split this. I'm taking the risk, blah, blah, blah. They did not want to negotiate. They're like, no, we're keeping the entire fee. So it's kind of like a bummer.
You could find somebody else. I mean, that's ridiculous that they're going to take the entire late fee. They should, at minimum, half. Personally, I would say that's ridiculous. It's half. It's my money. I'm waiting for my money. I have mortgages I got to pay. No, you can't have that, or I'm finding somebody else.